What's up, Panda Nation? Peter von Panda here. Hey, just bought an LED vertical lamp. This one is another flame effect. This one's from Yeahbeer, and it's LED, and I want to unbox it here. I'm kind of on my hunt for one of those really cool flame effect lamps that's going to fit my application. Now, the other one I took a look at was pretty cool, and this one seems like it might almost be an exact duplicate of it, but I just thought we'd run through kind of the feature set again and see how this one looks compared to the other ones. And I don't know where it shows me what specs. Nothing's checked off. Again, because it's a flame effect, I think it's going to be very much on that yellow orange spectrum. This one, obviously, that E26 base, we have a white plastic base here, but it's going to be a little bit longer than a standard bulb, right? I would expect maybe kind of standard glass bulbs to kind of come up to about here, but you need a little bit longer, pattern to create, the flame effect, which kind of leaps around here. I don't know if this one will have breakaway. You can see that it's a plastic, like the frosted plastic lens over the top, so I actually think this should look pretty realistic without any covering over it, because just the way the plastic and the frosting is here, I can't see any of the individual LED elements, so I don't think this one is going to be, really, kind of a suspect quality when you can see all those little individual LEDs. One thing I should point out here is that there are 6 holes in the top just to kind of vent out, I think, any heat, reduce any pressure that might build up, and you can see the little orange LED elements in there. So I think we're going to get a little bit of a tangerine look. So I'm going to put this in a lamp. We'll try it upside down as well and just see what our thoughts are. Let's give it a try. So install the bulb in this lamp. Don't have the lamp shade on it. Obviously, we have the bracket that holds the shade up there, and as you can see, it fits underneath. So, unless you have, really tight clearances on the existing bulb, this should probably work for most applications. And now you can see the flame dancing here. I'm going to change my exposure just a little bit. Probably get a little bit of flickering because of the low light effect, the low light issue here, but I just kind of want to show it to you. What it looks like. I mean, it almost looks like a fluid. I guess a flame is like a fluid. And it's kind of using mostly the bottom half of this whole lens. What I'm not seeing here is any kind of that breakaway flame or anything like that, but I am getting really nice distribution of the flame for the most part. It's really looks pretty good because of the frosted glass. So no individual LED elements. I guess it does look like there is a little bit of flame breakaway, and I guess I kind of like the more subtle breakaway than kind of the really big wicks that keep coming off of some light bulbs. But it really depends on what my exposure here on the camera is. So it does put out pretty decent light, but as you might be able to tell here, it is very orangish. It is very tangerine. So you got to keep that in mind. That's probably like most real flames, but if you're looking for something a little more subtle, a little more yellow, then this may or may not work for you. Overall, though, I think it's it's pretty nice, and especially if you were to kind of put it on a electric tiki torch, the effect would be pretty cool. If you were putting it in outside lights, I think that would be pretty cool too. Or lamp posts that might look like gas lights, something like that. Pretty nice. But overall, I think this is a pretty decent flame effect LED. Alright, so there she goes. So no accelerometer, and I'll try to dim it down here a little bit. As you can see, the flame looks like it's kind of rising from the base again and kind of dancing. And, you could definitely use it upside down, especially if you're just kind of looking for the effect on the things around the bulb as opposed to looking directly at the bulb. Does definitely can work, but doesn't give you an effect like it's rising from the bottom. So I probably wouldn't use this in something like a wall sconce or a wall mounted lighting fixture that the bulb is kind of mounted hanging down for this effect. So there you have it. I think this light bulb is pretty good. It's a pretty good overall package for getting that flame effect. I'll put a link to it in the description. Check it out. Peter von Panda out.